Okay.
Since Pekka was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't in the office? That's clearly a desperate excuse.
You wish you had violet eyes? You can do that. I knew people who would get purple contacts or would wear them. Just from listening to Pekko's testimony, it's not weird to doubt her. But I feel like I spoke to someone during the investigation who totally backs up her testimony.
Since Pekka was in, she could have caused the blackout.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it?
Because I was not in the not even before the blackout.
Bang!
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
No, I think Pekka is telling the truth.
She is.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Pekko.
Why?
It's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Pekko's alibi.
I've been trying to get to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about contacts either because I don't want to have to like touch my eye.
And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Pekka was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Pekko.
I guess that would be true.
What's happening here?
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier.
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you are so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit. Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners, or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
Oh, he apologized.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
I said it's fine.
But still, you were
She's
in the
embarrassed.
bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach.
Had she eaten any of the food yet? She took some food with her, but that doesn't necessarily mean she ate it on the way back.
Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited?
Oh, he needs to stop. This guy's just...
Seriously, stop it.
Yes, thank you, Hajime. I agree with that.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
Yeah, and especially because you weren't there.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxatives?
I guess.
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
No.
I see. That might have happened.
Oh my gosh. I wish we could just skip all that and just be like, no, they tripped the breaker by turning on all those things at once. And then Monokuma turned it back on. Question is whether Pekka's stomachache was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically. Oh boy. Make your argument. Knife, AC timer, night vision goggles, embarrassing pose. Party dishes? Embarrassing pose?
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right?
Yeah.
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Whether Pecco's stomachache was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it, we need to clarify that first.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating any.
Now that you mention, you brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food.
I wouldn't do anything like laxatives would ruin the taste.
Your dog was laying on your face? I hope
Did you
you're able
eat
to breathe.
anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
No, that's wrong.
I don't think so, because other people ate from that food as well, and they didn't get sick.
No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall, because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well. I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a scene.
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Oh, dude, chill.
Is this bickering?
Yeah, listen to the princess.
Let's just dismiss Pecco's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout. Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us.
Man, this girl, she needs to stop. I don't like her.
Trashy skank?
This poor girl is just getting abused, and slash bullied, and I don't like it. As long as the murder happened during the blackout, then the blackout itself is what's actually important. So we need to make it clear how that blackout occurred. Hey, doggo! Yeah, okay, I think it's gonna be the irons.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head. Did they throw a stone and hit it?
No, I don't agree with that.
Maybe they used a remote control?
Nope, don't agree with that either.
They probably messed with the breaker. It does not have to be the
And
breaker.
what the irons in the storage room?
They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters. Or maybe they caused a power surge?
Yeah, with that.
I agree with that.
There we go. Mahiru again, wow.
It's just as Mahiru said. The blackout was caused by a power surge.
Hey, Phoenix! Hi, Phoenix.
Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally.
That was, someone caused it intentionally.
Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout. When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
Oh, not this again.
Let me speak too!
No.
What the heck?
But why?
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable!
But true? Okay.
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to this, and that means everyone who was when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
I can't back down!
Just a little bit more and I can draw something out next time.
The irons in the storage room caused a blackout. Then for the killer to turn the irons on. You're saying they went all the way to the storage room? Then that means everyone who was when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
Okay.
If the irons in the storage room for the killer to turn the irons on. You're
Nope,
saying they
do
went
it.
all the way to the store, then that means everyone who was in the dining hall when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect. If the irons in the storage, then for the killer to turn the irons on. You're saying they went all the way to, and that means everyone who was in the when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
Get wrecked, dude.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to. If the irons caused the blackout.
Crap!
People in
What?
the dining hall weren't able. If the irons caused the blackout, then the killer had to go to the storage room and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said?
No!
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the irons caused the blackout.
Allow
There we
me
go.
to cut through those words.
I hate this new thing that they have there.
The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger. The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
Nani?
The air conditioners!
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham Hands died around that time too.
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout.
Mm-hmm.
I see. I understand. Indubitably.
You know, there was a much easier way of doing all that rather than going into that little mini game.
Indubitably?
They
Indubitably?
probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out.
Why is he talking so slow all of a sudden? I don't know why that is happening. Nekomara, why do you have lightning coming out of your eyes? He's super
But
excited.
Once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
Really? Miss Sonia, not you too.
Okay, why is he so weird about her?
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma about it. Dun dun dun! Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet! I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. But even so, I feel regret. If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time. And maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
No, you couldn't have, because it's too high. Only Monokuma could get to it.
No, the breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach. Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's alright. You don't have to worry.
And it's alright.
Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
This is really weird. I don't like the way he's talking.
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all. In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident. For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right? Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building. What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Unfortunately, it's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killer. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
Wait, what?
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you. Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior. Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is. I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
Nagato? You know, we may have had trouble with someone like this in the first game. Though not quite the same.
I don't want to do this either.
Yeah, I think he's two different people.
Me too! Please, take me home already!
Country roads, take me home.
I want to go home and eat candy!
How old are you? Seriously.
Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
Everyone calm down.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already.
Help?
There are no clues
Help?
that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
That's wrong.
Shocky! Hello, hello!
I think.
Did you say something?
Yes, you did.
Cause we've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
You know who the killer is?
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that? They used glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Before? She's asking how the killer got close to that table? Even if they had to obtain the knife by relying on the glow from the paint in order to do that, they needed to get close to that table while it was still dark.
Let's try examining the situation. Mahiru's diagram might be useful here.
Nagato was the one who was closest to the table.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here it is.
Just as I thought, this diagram is the clue. Who the killer is and how they were able to move to the table in the dark. It's clearly shown in this diagram. First, we need to discuss how the killer was able to move to that table in the dark. The killer probably used something to help them move in the dark. The duct tape was stuck under the table, right? But you're saying the killer used it to move in the dark? That doesn't make any sense. That's not what the killer used to move there. Byakuya was using the night vision goggles, right? Then there's no way the killer could have used them.
Crap!
must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
No, they didn't turn on the light, but they knew it was on the table. Or maybe the cord, you're right.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
Of course, there's no way they used the desk lamp's light. The killer actually used the power cord.
I can prove it with this. They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Power cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table, then use the glowing paint to find the knife.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
Hold on. Dang, man. But I almost feel like the knife under there. There's only one person here who could have done that. Who? The only person here who could have possibly done it. I don't want to say that I don't think that Nagato is actually the murderer.
You're the only one! Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
I'm freaked out that somehow Gundam's earring was underneath the building. But they couldn't find a way to get under there. I don't know, that's really weird.
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
Nagito's chance to hide the knife under the table was when he was cleaning.
I see! Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously! That's all just a coincidence!
I don't feel so good about this.
If one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another, I wonder, is something like that even possible?
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
Oh, that's true. That's true. To be honest, I already prepared a drawing because I assumed something like this would happen. To go to the trouble of preparing this, just what did you think would happen? Whoever draws the chopstick with the red mark on it will be in charge of cleaning, okay? Does that sound fair?
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
He's the lucky student, he doesn't need to rig it. Is he still considered the lucky student?
And tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Oh.
Well, just admit it already!
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya.
Dude, say something instead of making noises.
Nagito, say something.
No. Okay. Do we have a Toko situation going on here? Find out next time.
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! How wonderful! How beautiful it is!
Is he being controlled by Monokuma?
Huh?
His eyes have, like, they look like he's been hypnotized. Those eyes. At that moment, Nagato's eyes, the darkness in his eyes shone brightly as if layers upon layers of darkness were folding into each other. As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together. Hope and despair, both the shots.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along.
What?
I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started. I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark. And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout.
But I didn't actually murder him.
After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
Oh no, he's nuts.
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out. But with the twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery. Byakuya performed admirably.
Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Lie? That's outrageous. There's no way someone like me could ever lie to you guys. I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless.
What?
I'm too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. I'm too disdainful to actually try at anything. I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
I don't like the way he's talking about himself.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets! He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
This guy, is he the real Nagato?
Hey, Nagito. If you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Yep, I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at, right?
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
I think somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil
That's what I was
deeds.
gonna say. I'm like, is it me or does it sound like he wants to die?
Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions.
Then how about that old looking building near the hotel? Well, if it's just cleaning, leave it to me. I'm actually pretty good at it.